So today I want to show you how to Tunisian crochet this headband with this very special zigzag twist. It's very easy to do. It's just the knit stitch I'm doing all the way. So we have this very clean transition between the two colors on the back side, and then we have this beautiful zigzag twist on the front. It's very easy. I will show you every step of the way. So let's begin. But first a little about the materials. For the yarn I've used this cotton gold from Alice. The mix is, let me see, right here. This is 55% cotton and 45% acrylic, and you can see what the yarn recommends right here. And I'm using 25 grams of each color. And then I'm using a 4mm Tunisian crochet hook, and this is from Lykke needles. And then I've used some scissors, and finally a tapestry needle to sew it all up in the end. So to begin this, we grab our 4mm hook and create a slip knot. So make a loop with your yarn and take the long end of the yarn behind the loop. Then grab it from the middle with your hook and pull. Then we chain 33. So yarn over, pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. And continue like this until you have 33 chains. When you have all 33, we will now pick them up on the hook. So skip this first chain, move on to the second chain, this right here. Insert the hook into this second chain, yarn over, pull through, and leave it on the hook. Then continue to the next chain, this one. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, leave it on the hook. Then continue all the way to the other end, but picking up stitches like this. Just insert, yarn over, pull through one, and leave it on the hook. When you picked up all of them, you have 32 loops on the hook because you skipped the first one. We will now make a return row. So the first thing you do is that you yarn over and then you pull through one. Okay? Then you yarn over and then you pull through two. And then you repeat, yarn over, pull through two. And yarn over, pull through two. And we continue all the way until we don't have any more loops on the hook except for one. So just yarn over and pull through two all the way. It's only the first one that you only pull through one, and that is to keep a straight edge. So always only pull through one in the beginning and then pull through two all the way back. So we keep having 32 stitches and keeping a straight edge because we only pull through one the first time. Now we only have one loop left on the hook, and we will now begin the knit stitch. So this vertical loop in the beginning, we will always skip this one. We will move on to the next one, this second loop, and we will insert the hook in between these two. You see, I will just find something that show you even more. We have this loop, and then behind this loop we have this one. You will push this hook in between these two, so kind of like in behind this one. So take your hook and push in between these two loops I just showed you, so it comes out on the back side. Then you grab the yarn and pull through and leave it on the hook. Then move on to your next vertical line, and you see this stitch in behind. you will push the hook in between these two and then yarn over and pull through. And that is the knit stitch. Okay? Insert between these two, yarn over, pull through. Insert the hook in between the two and then continue all the way to the other end by picking up stitches in between the two loops. So you have the vertical and you have this one in behind. Push between the two and pick up stitches all the way to the other end. When you're all the way at the other end, it looks kind of different when you are doing the last stitch, but it is also the same, because if you turn it, you can see the two loops in the end. You will push your hook through, so you have the two loops sitting on the hook. The first row is always the most difficult, but you can see these two loops sitting right here. And then you just repeat. Then you make a row of return, a return row, and you do this just like the last time. You begin with a yarn over, pull through 1, and then yarn over, pull through 2 all the way back. And this is just how you continue, repeating these 2 rows where you pick up stitches and then a return row after that. So when you're all the way back, it looks like this, and we will now repeat the first row we did. And you see these vertical stitches again, and the stitches behind is a lot more clear. Now we have these stitches in front, these vertical stitches, and then we have these ones behind the work. And these, when you made it halfway, it looks like this, and it measures about 25 centimeters. I didn't stretch it all the way, but this is maybe 24, 25 centimeters. I will now switch the color, so just find your scissors and cut the yarn. And then we grab the new color, which is this rosy color for me, and just put it on your finger, ready to crochet. And then we will make the return row with this new color. So you just grab this new color and pull through the first one on your row, and then you just continue as nothing ever happened. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and so on all the way to the other end. When you made it all the way, it looks like this, and you will now continue with the knit stitch. So just begin the same way, skip the first one, and insert the hook, yarn over with the pink yarn, pull through. And the next one, just continue like this. And then make another 25 centimeters with this new color. And now we're all done. So we will now cast off. And the way we do this is that we begin the first stitch, with a regular knit stitch, and then we pull through this other loop on the hook, and then move on to the next stitch. Insert the hook in between and complete the stitch, and then pull through this other loop on the hook. Whoops, not both of them. Just pull through like this. And the next one, a regular knit stitch, and then pull through this other loop. And then just continue like this all the way across until you cast off the entire row. And then when you're finished, you will cut this yarn and leave a long tail because we want to sew it together. So just cut it and then pull through this loop so it's secured, and then find your tapestry needle, thread it, and we will now make this very cool zigzag twist. And then you lay it down flat on the table with the right side facing up, and then you fold it to make the ends meet in the middle, and we will now sew it together. So you begin with this one color and you fold it right down the middle. So you have this wrong side on the inside of this fold, just like this. And then you take the other color and put this on the outside of this fold. And then you fold this one on the middle. And then take the rest of this and fold out on the other side of that. And the same on the other side. Fold this one over here. And then take the rest of this one on the outside of this fold. Just like this. So you have kind of like a little M. We now want to sew them together. So you grab your needle and then you push through all the layers. So you just insert the needle and then you make sure to get a little bit of airy color, also this pink color in the middle. And then the gray, both layers, and then the pink one in the end. And then you pull through. And then the same thing from the other side. Just through all layers, both the gray and the pink in the middle, and then this gray one kind of hide. You have to grab it, make sure you get a little bit of it, and then push through. And then you just continue all the way to the other end. At the end of this, all the way over here, I always do it just a little bit more thorough, just to make sure that the edges, the top and the bottom of the headband is in order. And then I do it all the way back again, just to make sure that it doesn't go up and it is very even, this one. So just all the way back again. And that is it. You see this beautiful zigzag twist. And that's it. I hope you found this tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!